day, everyone. I am journalist Atendido Labao, BSMT student of University of Cebu METC campus. Today, I will gonna topic all about Prelim Session 1 up to Prelim Session 4. Prelim Session 1 is all about Earth Coordinate System. Earth Coordinate System, the Earth in which we live in, roughly spherical shape that means it's not actually a perfect sphere. A true shape is an oblate spheroid. For navigational purposes, the Earth is considered a perfect sphere. Our planet Earth rotates about fixed diameter called the Earth axis. The extremities of the Earth axis are known as the Earth poles. At what point of the Earth will you position yourself so that you can see Earth rotate in clockwise direction? The Earth's pole, from which the Earth rotation would be observed to be anti-clockwise, is known as the North Pole. The other pole from which the Earth's rotation would be observed to be clockwise is known as the South Pole. Circles of the Earth. What are the great circle? A great circle is formed by the intersection of spherical surface with any plane passing through its center. It is that line on the surface of sphere which divides the sphere into two equal parts. The circles which not pass through the center are called small circles. What is a meridian? A great circle whose plane passes through the north and south poles of the earth would describe two semi-great circles which are diametrically opposite to other. The semi-great circles are called meridians. There are 360 meridians that can be drawn the Earth which are spaced at the 1 degree from each other, and there are 21,600 meridians that be drawn around the Earth which are 1 minute of arc apart. One particular meridian that passes through the original position of the Royal Observatory at Greenwich, England is called the Greenwich Meridian or the Prime Meridian. Equator. A great circle whose plane is perpendicular to the plane of all meridians is called the equator. Earlier, it was said that Earth is spherical in shape. True, not a perfect sphere, it is a sphere, then one half of it is called a hemisphere. The equator divides the Earth into two hemispheres. The hemisphere which covers the area of the Earth to the North Pole is called the Northern Hemisphere. The other one that covers the area of the Earth is to the South Pole is called the Southern Hemisphere. The parallels of latitude. Define parallels of latitude. Small circles whose planes are parallel to the plane of equator are called parallel of latitude. Sometimes they are also referred to as latitude parallels or simply parallels. There are 90 parallels of latitude that can be drawn from the equator to the North Pole at a distance of 1 degree from each other. Angles on the Earth. What is latitude? The angle that a parallel of latitude makes with the plane of the equator is called latitude. This angle is measured at the center of the Earth from the plane of the equator to the plane of the parallel of latitude. Latitude should not be confused with parallel of latitude as there is a difference between two latitude is an angle while parallel of latitude is a circle. Latitude is also defined as arc of meridian located between the equator and the parallel of latitude. Latitude is named either north or south. If latitude of a point on the earth is 30 degrees, this means the angle subtended by the parallel of latitude in which particular point is located 30 degrees from equator. Since the same angle can be described from both sides of the equator, a distinction must be made whether this angle measured northward or southward from equator. Finding the difference of latitude. The difference of latitude between two places is the arc of a meridian contained between the parallel of latitude of the two places. Roles in finding the latitude the same names both north or both south. Subtract the greater latitude, the lesser latitude. Latitude different names, one north, one south, other latitudes. I will show you the example. Next is the longitude. The topic of meridians, particular meridian was introduced which called the Greenwich meridian of the prime meridian. The particular meridian has been selected as the starting point for the measurement of longitude. What is longitude? Longitude is defined as the angular distance between the meridian of Greenwich and the meridian of point measured of 0 degrees to 180 degrees east or west from the prime meridian. It is important to remember the following points when dealing with longitude. The maximum value of longitude in degrees is 180 degrees. Second is the 180th meridian is diametrically opposite the meridian of Greenwich. Third, the Greenwich meridian and the 180th meridian divides the Earth into two hemispheres, the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Longitude is angle, not a circle. By finding the difference of latitude, the difference of longitude between the two places is the molar angle at the pole or the minor of the equator that is contained between the meridian of the two places. Rules in finding difference of longitude. Sometimes it is necessary to give name to DLO. In such a case, the DLO's name east if the direction movement is towards the east. It is named west if the different direction of movement is towards the west. If both longitudes have same name, meaning they are located in same hemisphere. The DLO is the difference of both longitude. They are opposite sides, one east and other are west. A DLO is equally to the sum of either longitude, provided the sum is not greater than 180, in which case DLO is equal to 116 minus the sum of longitudes. The name is to the contrary name to what font usually weigh. I will show you the example of longitude. Next is latitude of arrival. Rules for finding latitude. In latitude from difference of latitude have like names or arrival lat will have the same name as the lat from lat 1 or lat of depth. When the latitude from lat 1 or lat of the depth and the difference of lat have unlike names, subtract the lesser from the greater lat. And lat 2 or lat of arrival will have the same name as the greater number. Next is about Next is prelim session 2 about navigational chart and map projection. What are charts? Charts are representation of portion of the Earth's surface. They are printed specifically for the use of navigator in order that it may represent and comprehensive from the trend of coastline, position of lights, important headlands, rocks, shoals, shoals, depth of water, direction of tidal streams, channel, all other information essential for the safe navigation of a vessel in navigational waters. What is the difference between a chart and a map? A map is a representation of some part of the Earth's surface that shows political boundaries, physical features, cities and towns, and other geographical information, while a chart is also a representation of a portion of the Earth's surface but has been specifically designed for the use of navigation. A nautical chart is primarily concerned with navigation. Navigable water areas includes information such as coastline and harbors, channel and obstruction, currents, depth of water, aids to navigation, and other information that may be useful to the navigator. An aeronautical chart shows elevation, obstructions, prominent landmarks, airports, aid- aids to the navigation, and other information that are important to air navigation. What is map projection? A chart projection is mathematically described technique how to represent the Earth's curved surface on a flat map to provide practical, sufficiently accurate results. Various methods known as projection have been developed. Types of chart projection. Mercator projection is a cylindrical map projection presented by Flemish geographer and cartographer Gerardus Mercator in 1569. It became the standard map projection for navigation because it is unique in presentation, north as up and south as down everywhere while preserving local direction and shapes. Imagine a cylinder rolled around the Earth tangent at the equator and parallel of the Earth's axis. Meridians offer a straight vertical lines when projected outward onto the cylinder. I will show you the Mercator projection. There are the advantages of a Mercator projection and disadvantages. First is the advantages. Position, distance, and direction can all be easily determined. Ram lines plot as straight lines. Meridian plots as straight lines. About disadvantages of a projection. Distortion of true size of surface features increases with distance from the equator. Great circles other than a meridian or the equator appear as curved lines. Mnemonic projection. Mnemonic chart, which commonly referred to as a great circle ceiling chart, result when meridians and parallels of latitude are projected onto a plane surface tangent to the Earth at one point. Polyconic projection. Polyconic projections are developed onto a series of cones tangent to the Earth. The vertex of the cone as the point where tangent to the Earth at specific latitude intersects the Earth axis as extended. Mercator chart. Most of the charts of the world are displayed in the school's library as well as the public and private offices are in the Mercator projection. The Mercator chart fulfills into main requirements of the navigational chart which are ram lines, lines that cut all meridians at equal angles should be represented as the straight lines so that when courses may be drawn easily. Navigators often use this kind of chart as it's suited to their special requirements because they show all rub lines, including the equator, parallel, latitude, and meridian as straight lines. Comparison between Mercator chart and mnemonic chart. In meridian, A Mercator chart appears as vertical straight line, while the mnemonic chart appears as straight line and converging toward nearer pole. Parallel of latitude, Mercator chart appears as horizontal straight lines intersecting the meridian at right angles, while the mnemonic chart appears as curves except the equator. Great circles of tracks. The Mercator chart appear as curved lines ex- expect meridian of equator. Appear as straight lines in mnemonic chart. Distance scale. Mercator chart varies with distance from the equator. The mnemonic chart changes to rapidly no constant scale. Rhomb line. Mercator chart appear as straight line. Mnemonic chart appear as a curved line. I will show you the Mercator and mnemonic. Next is chart scale. The scale of charts defines the ratio distance unit in the chart to actual distance surface to the Earth. A chart covering a relatively large area is called a small scale chart. And a chart covering a relatively small area is called a large scale chart. I'll show you the different kinds of charts. Next is Prelim Session 3 about general information on navigational chart and symbol and abbreviation. General information of a navigational chart title block. Each chart has title block. This block includes the title of the chart and statement of the projection used. The title block where you can see the crest which is located at the top of the circle title that will ensure you that your chart is an official chart. The main title which states the specific geographic area of the chart. Nautical scale, the identification. Natural scale means the relationship between the size of the chart and the earth where are the scales give an indication on how detailed the chart is. The deep notes. This shows which unit of measurement are used to indicate the depths on chart. You may read soundings in fathoms and feet or sounding in meters. Soundings in fathoms and feet indicates the surroundings are fathoms with subscript and feet. The large number indicates fathoms and the smaller number indicates feet. Sounding in meters indicate that the sounding are in meters are decimeters. You can convert between meters, feet, and fathoms using depth conversion table provided on the chart. The depth indicates on the chart are all based on chart datum. This could be the main low water or the main low water or other tidal dam datum. All maritime schools are required to have copies of chart number 1 which contains symbol and abbreviation that have been approved for use in nautical charts published by the United States of America. This publication comes in two forms, a booklet and a chart. United Kingdom also publishes the British Admiralty Chart of Symbol and Abbreviation. Symbols and abbreviation use Admiralty paper chart. Chart 5011. This publication tells us whatever symbol and abbreviation means on a chart. It can be purchased as a book or app complied by the UKHO, United Kingdom Hydrographic Office. I will show you the symbol in abbreviation on a nautical chart. Next is prelim season 4. Selection of chart symbol. I will show you the selection of chart symbol. Danger line in general, reckless depth unknown but usually deeper than 20 meters. Visible reef, reef of which must only are visible at chart datum. Reef or obstruction less depth known obtained by sounding only. Reconstruction less depth known swept by wire drag or diver. Rock which covers and covers height above chart datum. Rock awash at the level chart of datum. Underwater rock of a known depth dangerous to surface navigation. Underwater rock known depth dangerous to surface navigation. Remains of brick or other fold area non-dangerous to navigation but to avoided by the vessel anchoring, trolling, etc. Deep unknown but considered to have safe clearance to the depth shown. Sounding of doubtful deep existence doubtful reported but not confirmed. Position approximate position doubtful. Wind turbine, wind farm, chimney, monument, marina, boat, harbor, mosque, minaret, fellow, tanks. Placeholder examples: church, tower, cupola, chimney. Capitals indicates that the landmark is conspicuous. Quarry, mine. Flare stock, gas flare. Major light, minor light. More on lights in chapter 9. Limit of safety zone around offshore installation. Position of tabulated tidal stream data with designation A. Tidal levels data A. Green or black voice. Single colored voice other than green and black. Multiple colors in horizontal bands. The color sequence is from top to bottom. Multiple colors vertical diagonal stripes with darker color is given first. Latin marks or multicolored church. Yellow colored globe indicates white light. Also note the remote beacons danger mark. The topic we tackle about prelim season 1 up to prelim